Yo, Banter fam. As we can see right now, the reason why you can see on the title, we have get excited, right? This thing's not stopping. Why are we losing another massive support in Bitcoin dominance? We still have Bitcoin in the same place. But guys, we're about to crack a very key level and we're about to get to the point of losing this low on the Bitcoin dominance. Right now, the altcoins are just like they're showing a tremendous amount of strength. And every time we have seen this before, if we lose this level over here, we got a big drop. We even have the possibilities of the dominance reaching the lows again, which was the 39. This was the lowest we got in the bull market. This was the lowest we've gotten in the last year and a half to where we are right now. And we're about to lose the next support that can take us there again. Now, it's really, really interesting. Either way, market really bullish, market bearish for Bitcoin, altcoin strength and a lot of strongness. So for me, it is an exciting point again. There's a lot of times where the market, we're getting scared, we're getting these sort of things. And it is, of course, it's been a crazy, scary market the last, few weeks and stuff. But when we get signs like this, you cannot sit there and not get excited. We are still getting the massive popcorn effect. We have Bitcoin down for the day. Let's jump in here. Oh, we have Bitcoin there up for the day, 2%. And look how we're getting the random alt pops again. We have Theta up 9%. Mama Sniper's going to be happy. She's going to be jumping on now. She's going to be happy. It is moving. We have Super, 9% for the day. Do you see how we're getting a green market where the market's not completely going crazy, but we're getting the popcorn effects and we're continuing to get the popcorn effects. And I think as we've seen previously in the past, as long as we get in the popcorn effects and we have this dominance falling like this, it is time to get excited. Now, what else is there to move? What other altcoins are we taking advantage of? Because they're coming out of nowhere and they're doing these random 20, 30, 40% pumps. And I see that still happening as long as this dominance is falling and as long as we continue these sort of drops. So it's exciting, guys. We have Bitcoin right now. I'm going to be showing you Bitcoin. I'm going to be showing you how I'm looking to trade the weekend, what the new structure is going forward with trading, with live shows, with the $400 challenge. It's a massive episode today. Let's go through that. Let's go see how far down that dominance can actually go. And let's go look at the altcoins that are tremendously strong against Bitcoin, the ones that haven't just popped just yet, and ones that I'm going through a lot. I think I'm going through about 20 altcoins today to go through them so that we can track them all, so we can catch the damn popcorn effect. No more wasting time, guys. Let's get into the show.
Click, click. Have you heard the news? What? With his finger on the pulse, it's like Sheldon knew. Click, click. When the sniper shoots, we got Sheldon on the charts, so we never lose. Enter the sniper, sharpshooter advisor. Enter the sniper, he marks the charts right. Enter the sniper, he's calling the cycles. So enter the sniper, click, click, click. Time to be dedicated, sniper mode is activated. Explosions in the market are in target, and Sheldon demonstrates. Mirror, mirror on the wall, Master Sheldon tell us all. We got Sheldon on the chart, so we never lose. Enter the sniper, sharpshooter advisor. Enter the sniper, he marks the charts right. Enter the sniper, he's calling the cycles. Enter the sniper, click, click. Enter the sniper. Enter the sniper.
Yo, Banter fam. Hope you're having a fantastic day out there. Are you feeling fired up? I'm feeling good. I'm feeling positive. I'm feeling strong today. I hope you are too. If you're brand new, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. If you're part of the community and you've been here through the journey, smash that like button. Show the love, guys. Show the love. How are we feeling today? Are we bullish? Are we bearish? Fill up the comments over there. Did you make any money this week? Have you made money? Have you lost money? Pop in the comments there. I want to see how you guys are feeling. How's things going out there? How's life? How's everything? Pop it in, pop it in, pop it in. How you guys doing? Are we making money? What's happening? I want to see. I want to see. I want to see. Yes, we're making money. Bullish. Definitely a lot. Some have lost money. Okay, how have you lost money? Please put it on. Tell me. Definitely lost. Are you guys shorting the markets? What's happening? What's happening? Are you shorting them up? The markets have gone sideways in that sense. What are we doing? Are we shorting? Are we thinking the market's too bearish at this point? And I think that's important, guys. Remember how when the market was extremely bullish and we're at around 60K and these sort of levels, guys were even losing money at that point, at that sort of level. And that's just because, they were same as us, we're expecting more, expecting more, expecting more from the markets. And it's the same thing now. Everyone is shorting, a lot of shorting. The guys are shorting the markets. I've been bullish. I think Carl turned bullish yesterday. Run's been bullish, and we got a lot of shorters in the markets. And I think it's another lesson. Like first thing you do, step back a little bit, take a breather, because we are still in early stages, and this can turn into a good month. It really, really can turn into a good month. So take that quick little break, especially this weekend. Take a little bit of time, take a little bit of breathing, so you can come back and hit it all strong again. But remember, we try to squeeze a lot of the longs at 60K. We made that mistake. I made that mistake. And now we're trying to squeeze the shorts at the lower ranges of 20K. And you can see how they trap you. It's pretty weird, right? Because everyone's trying to short the bottom range right now. It's the truth of it. Everyone was trying to long the top range in the bull market. And it's crazy. Like, you remember what I explained that time when I started off my trading journey, and I was a part of this whole sort of run. This is where I started trading crypto, was literally in this area over here. I started in this yellow box over here, which was basically February. I went through that. I was longing the shit out of the market, getting into leverage, getting to these things. Then this happened, and it completely destroyed me. And then all of this happened, and I didn't make any money, but other than trial and error, all the way until we literally got to this point over here. This is the only point I made money in the bull market. The only point. All of this, we literally had Bitcoin go from $4,000 all the way to $43,000, and I made no money, like nothing. It's crazy. It's absolutely crazy. And I feel that's where guys are getting stuck now. This is where the stuck part is now, is because we're trying to choose one way. We're not allowing the market, or in like even the charts. It's giving you the clear little signs every day, but the ego is saying we're going down, we're going down, we're going down. And then we're trying to short, we're trying to do these things. And it just shows you guys it is normal. Please don't think that it's not normal. If you are losing now in a market that's going up, it is normal. I promise you it's normal. And that's the trick. That's the hard trick to slowly adapt to. Look at that, guys. How did I not make money? Through all of this, I didn't make any money. Like, it's crazy how this market actually plays with you. And that's the same thing over here now. Now we've had this market that's pulled from there all the way down here. And now we got the whole market trying to short. Now we got the whole market trying to be bearish for the last little squeeze of a possibility of a 15K Bitcoin, a possibility of a 12K, which are there. Of course they are there. But look what you're trying to do. You're trying to, because same thing here. A lot of guys after this big dump and these sort of levels, we've just hit that. Like, we're going to come down. So I'm trying to short and these sort of things. And the market completely, like, look at that. That was my learning curve. So don't feel like you're the only one, and you're the only one that can't make money, and the only one that can't do these things. And it's what the market, like, it takes a little bit of time to get used to that. But just put that lesson in again now. You're trying to short here. You know what I mean? Maybe you get it right, and there's a small pushback at any point, and we can get a little bit bearish. Stop buying on the greens, exactly these sort of things. Stop being impatient. If you bought anywhere in this range and you just were patient for a good amount of time, like, you're buying in the right areas. You're buying after a really big dip off, a really big zones. Even here, imagine buying this dip over here. Look how much torture you had to go through first. Like, so much like torture of like, it's gonna like, maybe I must get out. This thing's going lower. Maybe this is happening. And the guys that just continue to dollar cost in these areas, even if it went a little bit lower, even if it went to that, they soon got rewarded. And we're at that same stage now. Even if there is another dip off to these zones, as long as you're dollar costing in these areas and you are patient with them, you're not trying to remember. I'm doing short-term trades. I am doing a lot more in and out with some of the tokens, definitely. But that's a 20% or 10% of my portfolio. The rest is sitting in there, and it's all sitting. And as it goes, if anything goes cheaper, that's why, like, say it or not, like, Runner's made a lot of money in crypto by doing that. He doesn't give a shit. If Bitcoin goes cheaper, he buys. If it goes this and he buys, and he this and he buys, but he knows when he's buying. He knows the ranges where he's buying. He knows these things where they're happening. And that's the same thing over here. So I think why you're losing money is firstly, you got too much money that you're trying to get in and out of the market. You're trying to trade the market too much in and out. You should just rather in this phase over here, at least take 60% of your portfolio, buy the good damn coins that haven't broken big structures yet. Leave a little bit more in case it goes a bit cheaper, and wait. Very simple on those. We're going to go through those now and see which are those tokens. Simple. And use a lot less to get in and out of the market. Like, use a lot less because you're losing it. If you're losing, stop the same remedy. If you're losing, stop losing. And that means, like, stop doing what you're doing. Stop it, slow down, whoa, and change something. Otherwise, you're just going to keep losing and keep losing. And the sad majority of it is that if we had to really have a real relief bounce, we spoke about the small relief bounce of Bitcoin from 17 going to 28. That's the small one. But if we get the big one this year, where we break this trend line, and we get the big one that takes us up to the 42s, 40 something thousand. If you haven't ironed out these little mistakes and these little things, you're going to make no money. You're going to have a market that's going to go up 100, 200%, and you're going to still, if not have lost money on a market that's going straight up. Like, it sounds ridiculous, right? But it is. And I think this is one thing that Ron also taught me very much, is buying a certain part of your portfolio in this range and just closing and locking it off for a while. Forget about it. These sort of things. There's been mistake millionaires out there, and that's guys that bought coins, forgot they bought them, and opened their thing 2 years later, and they made a shit ton of money. It's because of that. It's because you're going to hear news. You're going to have some of your favorite influencers or your favorite guys telling you the market's going down or these sort of things. You're going to panic out of your portfolio. You're going to get out of these things. And you see how the FUD and all that stuff's going to make you make stupid mistakes as well. Just understand where we are in the market right now. It may get a bit cheaper. Of course it can. But we had a very lower range in the market, and always be aware of that. So my big message to you guys, if you're losing, stop losing. Like, stop what you're doing. Let's move on to the next. So guys, I'm going to quickly go through what I'm thinking at on Bitcoin. Let's actually go through it quick. Let's get my normal Bitcoin chart out here. What I'm looking at, is it that one? It is this one. There we go. So on the 1 hour, we've had basically been forming this sort of flag, very similar to what we did over here. And that's very similar to the pattern that I'm looking at over here. We have just broken out of it. We are at the retest now. So for a small percentage of your portfolio, short-term trades, me buying this retest makes sense. I do have a stop loss in the range. So if Bitcoin, this is a 1 hour break of trend. If Bitcoin does break below 22,800 and it closes the 1 hour in that zone, it's a fake out. But as long as it holds 23K at this level, it's a breakout. It's a retest. And what it usually means is we'll go to the top of the range, if not break that, and start to go to the higher next range sort of areas. Fear, trying hard, but being positive. Yeah, a lot of fear. Joy emotions, guys. It's going crazy right now. Just know that it's not you. It's not just you. Like, this happens to everyone. Everyone. You know that 80% to 70% of traders lose their money. Like, that's the stats. So it happens to everyone. It's about who can overcome it and who can learn to control the emotions throughout this period. So for me, Bitcoin here, it holds this over here. We shoot up. I think we go towards the highs again of the 24,800, and we break that. We got 26K in that sort of area. Now, that's the basic view on Bitcoin. Coming back into 22,800, it's a fake out, and it means low 22s at any point can be possible. So it just means whatever I'm deploying today, whatever I'm buying today, is running on tight stop losses. And from that, we will see how that basically plays out. Now, what's very interesting, of course, is this dominance. What is happening? This dominance is just falling. And I just want to give you guys a little bit of an overview. What happens if we do lose these lows? Now, if we lose these lows, it's somewhere that it's been holding for quite a while. And if we lose these lows, we have the possibilities of coming down to the 40s, which is a great sign for the altcoins. And then we've got the possibility of testing the lower range. And what if we break that lower range? Like, it's actually quite crazy. Then we go to the all-time low of the Bitcoin dominance, and that's sitting at 35%. That's big. This is probably creating the big sign for ETH. ETH, a lot of the altcoins, but ETH, like, this gives ETH a catch up. Like, this really gives ETH a time to close up on Bitcoin. We always spoke about the flipping and these sort of things happening. I think that this is one of the only opportunities that ETH can get near it. I don't know if ETH will ever flip it, but I think this is an opportunity, and especially if we start dropping this. So right now, it's just saying focus on altcoins, focus on altcoins. And as long as this is dropping off and we drop these lows here, even if Bitcoin stays in the range of 22, 23, 24, and it doesn't even break those tops just yet, we're going to have a bullish altcoin move. And you're going to keep getting the popcorn effects of the random altcoins just popping. Now, the strategy to use behind this, guys, is once you've caught a popcorn effect, get out. Get out, wait, set your alerts, and catch the next popcorn effect. If you're going to keep holding the one that's popcorned, it doesn't keep popcorning all the time. It doesn't just keep running and keep running and keep running. It doesn't. The whole strategy to do here is once you've caught that 20%, 30% pop, take it out, boom, take it out. If it's fast, it won't last. It's happened many times. We've seen this many times. Take it out, and then we start setting the alarms. I'm with you guys every day, giving you guys altcoins and the ones you're looking at, and then we try to catch the next popcorn. And I think keep doing that. Don't hold on the tokens for too long. It's giving you money, and it's taking the money back. Giving you money, take the money back. So when you catch it and you move it, take your profits and move on. But this is a good sign. It is a really good sign for us to see that we're having that continuation. The total market cap has hold trend. As long as we hold this is quite a good bullish daily candle that's forming there right now. Thank you to the altcoins. And we break this, we're looking at another $150 to $200 billion coming back into the crypto market. So that obviously means that our USDT dominance chart is playing out beautifully. So there's it there at that point. This is a good daily candle that's forming there. And so far, so good that we're going to have a really strong depreciation in the USDT. People are going to get out of USDT and they're going to start FOMOing in. So what I'm looking at here is the smart guys are always the ones deploying when the USDT is at resistance. And the retail is when we break this low and we start getting the big acceleration similar to this, is when the retail enter the market. So enter before the retail. Because right now they're there, they're playing little bits and they're entering this, but they're not in the market just yet. They come in when this breaks over here and comes down. So you're a smart player or you're an investor or you're a retail investor. Remember, the retail always get destroyed in this market. So all the smart guys are doing it on the resistance test here. They can manage risk. And the retail are coming in after the stop off here. So I would probably say in about, what's today's date? In the next few days, I see retail entering the market. When's retail going to enter the market? Bitcoin breaks 25K. Altcoins start erupting. ETH goes to 1.8. Then retail come and buy. They buy the top, they flush them out, and then we continue the journey. So just remember, if you're making mistakes now, you're still falling a part of the retail. Very simple. So start thinking a lot more clever with that and be a little bit more patient with your trades. You're trying to do it too quick, which is fine for a certain part of your portfolio. But right now, buying bottom range, especially the tokens that haven't popcorned yet. If you were dollar costing Theta, like we said, Theta's about to break a very key range. And I'm going to get Mama Sniper on you shortly. You'll be making money now. But if you were just trying and you weren't patient for it, you wouldn't be making money. You're chasing the coins that have already pumped. You've chased the popcorn effects of the coins that have already popped. These are little things you just got to really pay attention to. So anything else? Stock markets, this is important. I don't think the stock market went high enough just yet. I do think in a week or two, we're going to have a pullback in stock markets. I do. So I'm hoping that we can bank some good profits before that, and then we can get a really nice opportunity. But so far here, there's a possibility of this, another, call it 4 or 5% from the stock markets, and then an inverse head and shoulders. Possibility. Definitely possibility. Where we have a dip off here, it usually comes down to the left. So you can be looking at another 10% drop in the stock market. We just got to be aware of that to that time. But even this little move here of 3% up and that dominance tanking like that, you're going to get the big altcoin ripped. And that's the one we are catching now. And then we are going to have some sort of pullback. Is there anything else? Okay, cool. Let's jump on. Let's go through some of these. I think let's get Mama Sniper in. Let's get your Theta before I even jump onto
Good morning,
altcoins.
everybody.
What's happening on Theta? Give me your view on Theta.
Yeah, let's get into it.
And then I'll jump into the altcoins.
Yeah, so we've always been talking about this range that Theta has been ranging in, which is absolutely a beautiful range. I mean, it gave us quite a few buying and selling opportunities in, and that's that whole farming process that we've always spoke about. And currently I'm not in a Theta trade because I was in a Theta trade, but on a smaller time frame, let me just explain what I was actually looking at. So there's different patterns that I actually look at. So I go through all the different time frames on a daily basis. And what I saw here at one stage here, because we had such a big growth on this point over here, we had no retest of this level over here. I was expecting it to come back down to these levels at some point. So when I saw that we were creating here, we created a higher high, we created a lower, I was actually expecting for a head and shoulders to play out. So I was waiting for that head and shoulders and then for a bottom retest over here. So I was in, let me just see, yeah, I was in a trade, but because we started breaking here, and this was the high point as well for my right shoulder to form, I got out over here. So the reason why I just want to tell everyone about it is so that you can start learning different patterns that form on the charts as well. And when a pattern forms, it's okay to get out at that point, because even if theta carries on going now and pushing up, it's going to come back down to retest. I'm also not convinced about this breakout at the moment because it's, let me just clear this up here. It's done a bit of a fake out before twice, and theta does generally do fake out. So I wait for a clear indication. Theta had a fake out here, straight back in. We had a fake out the other day, straight back in. And this is obviously that strong resistance that we've been trying to break through. So now we've broken out again, and if we can complete the stock RSIs all the way down to the bottom, and theta is still above this resistance line, so it basically does a nice clean breakout for me and comes back down and actually turns this resistance into a support, and this is where I'll buy back in. So I sold my theta obviously here when I thought we were going to do a head and shoulders, but I knew a big resistance was coming up. So rather take your profits before somebody else does. Yeah, it feels sad at times because it's gone up, but that's where the greed steps in. It's okay. We've taken profits. Now we actually sit and we wait. Now we wait for a clearer indication. Now the head and shoulders is invalidated, so that's no longer a play. But it doesn't stop theta from coming back down to retest levels. So I want that clear indication over here, and that is where I'm going to be buying back in on theta. So I'm excited that it's trying to break out again. Can it hold? I'm going to wait for the daily today and make sure and see if it closes above there today, because you'd see when it did a fake out here and it did a fake out here, it didn't hold the daily candle. We can also see our daily stock RSIs are getting higher. So I am patiently waiting. I will start looking at other tokens to enter in the meantime while theta does its thing. But yeah, it's got to give me a clear breakout, and it's got to close and find support above this line, because if theta does, we've got such a beautiful clear pathway. It's like you're on a highway, you know. And it can just move to like these areas over here. Obviously not meaning it's full-time bullish, but this is that temporarily run that we've been looking for on theta, because it's had no retest of these levels. So it could come to try retest this level, or this is the possible levels over here. So again, if theta breaks through, if it comes back, retests here, buy, comes to test this level, and that is obviously where I would sell again. If it breaks through, comes back down to retest, that's where you buy again, and you wait for the next level to come in over there. So that is what I'm looking for on theta at the moment. On Bitcoin, if I had this area here that we spoke about the other day, I see Bitcoin came very close to it. This was that triple support over here that it needs to hold for me. This is a very important key area. So it came back, came down, touched the top, and now it's gone up again. Now we just need theta to make Bitcoin to make a higher high for us as well. But it's very exciting to see a lot of green charts today, hey? Are you there?
Yeah, sorry. Yeah, and I feel the way that dominance is turning, I feel the altcoins are just, they're riling up for another move. Does Bitcoin go to 24 and we get a 10% move and then we take profits? We'll see from there, but I see money to be made right now. So the first one for me is Solana. We had the news off and it came down and tested our original supports. It is breaking 4-hour trend. It has held an extremely high, higher low. And for me here, I am seeing it go back to test at least the 46s, and we will see if we break through that. But for me, this is a good entry. Only in the zones between $40 and $40.05 is where I'll be loading up on this. My danger zones are around $38 is where I'm protecting myself. anywhere by these sort of lows. We do have the possibility of us testing that at any point if there is a shorter term little pullback. But for me, I'm buying Solana right now. I'm not missing the popcorn effects right now, which means I got to have a few lines in, and I just got to have risk planned on them each. But if you look at risk to rewards, the risk to reward ratio of these trades right now, you got anywhere of 5% stop losses to the downside of getting stopped out. And you have to the upside, you're looking at 15 to 20% to the upside. So you got a 1 to 4 risk to reward ratio on a lot of the altcoins. So Solana's my first. Let's give a quick update on ETH. ETH, I'm not buying right now, but I'm not selling. It is going towards resistance again. And we break that resistance. I see $1,900 ETH. So it's just showing that ETH is still showing a good amount of strength. One that's showing good strength for me right now is Near Protocol. Now, Near Protocol, this was the wedge that we were forming, the sort of bull flag that we were forming. And now it's going again. And we're looking at an hour and a half of close. A close outside of this at anywhere between 4.6 and 4.65 is my buying zone for Near. I wouldn't say this is a leverage buy. I won't be leverage buying this, but I would be definitely spot wallet margin buying this. And I'm looking at this run up on the next move up to at least the 5.2 to the 5.5. Near is just showing a lot of strength right now. And I feel like this is one of the next ones that's a good, strong popcorn effect where it can really start to rip out here. So Near, definitely in my support. My danger zones for Near, though, is around 4.5, 4.52 is where my protection's at. But other than that, I'm looking at a lot of good gains from Near. I think Near is going to continue to rally strong. Before I get into the other new ones, I have Phantom. So we got Phantom, which has broken this really key structure. Some may call a cup and handle. These sort of patterns, up to you. But a Phantom, hopefully there's a small dip off today, but for the 36 cents to the 37.20 is where my key zones are. But I'm loading up a Phantom bag. I think from here, Phantom does go and test these higher ranges of around 50 cents. And it's one of those that, when are the popcorns coming? The popcorn effects are coming when they're breaking out of these ranges. Like Theta's popcorn time is coming, where it's really going to popcorn and it's going to rip and it's going to do these things. And the popcorn effects are coming when they're breaking out of these low ranges. So for me, Phantom's breaking out of this low range. My protection zone is around 35.50, 35 cents is where I'm protecting myself. But other than that, I'm loading up in this area over here. I'm not loading up anywhere above 38 cents. But as long as it's between 36.50, 37.50 in that zone is where I'm loading up. And I'm looking around 50 cents. Maybe they go high after, but for now, that's what I'm working on.
Yeah,
That
first
dominance
targets
for me.
first. Take it day by day. First targets, yeah.
First targets first. Curve, the next one. Curve's been getting a really strong grind. And what I like about it is it's at the verge of breaking the next resistance up here, which will form us to go to the top of the range again. Now, same thing. If we want a popcorn effect and we want to find the popcorn effect, we want to catch one that's attempting the top range, because if it breaks that top range, it's accelerating to the second one very quickly. So for me, I'm taking this trade anywhere between 1.32 to 1.37 in that sort of zone. My protection zone is around 1.28. So this is higher risk, a little bit smaller percentage of your portfolio. It's about a 6%, 6.5% stop loss. But my risk to reward is I'm looking at a 25% to the upside. And I'm looking at if we break and we get the popcorn effect, I'm looking at a 45%. So I'm still looking at a 1 to 6 risk to reward ratio here on Curve. So Curve's definitely one that hasn't popcorn just yet. And it's one that's showing tremendous amount of strength. It's definitely looking really good. We then have Waves, smaller part of the portfolio in my buy zone right now. Spot buys, not leverage buys. The leverage buys, I'm only trading, and I think it's something you guys must get used to as well. I think it's just a really good sign. Leverage, Bitcoin, ETH, major alts. Don't do small alts because they just wick you out. They just get tough. Like, don't do it. Like, you're using more money. You don't have to. So more major alts is better for leverage. But for spot, account that should be really active right now is your long-term and your spot accounts. They should be the ones coining it. Guys, the market's slowly grinding up. Every day it's slowly grinding up. If you're going to keep getting in and out and making mistakes, you're not making money. So have a part of your portfolio that's riding the shit out, so that if the market goes up and it pumps from here, at least you're making money on a part of your portfolio. Like, learn from what we've done previously. So for me, Waves is the next one, where my protection zone is around about 6.1. That's sort of where I'm managing risk, which is about a 5% from where we're at now. And I'm looking at this really breakout for the first level of a 7.4. And if we get that, I see a massive popcorn effect. I see something that goes sort of crazy, not as crazy as that, but very similar, where 7.3 is where I'll take some off the table. But after that, we're looking at a $9 waves. We're looking at a 50%. So you're looking at a 1 to 8 risk to reward ratio on this one over here. So waves, definitely put stop losses in on these guys. Put 5% stop losses, 6% stop losses back in range. But if that dominance drops, we're going to have an altcoin popcorn. Like, we're going to have it. there's no doubt about it.
It's about time.
Where we're going to have it. Yes. It is about time. So waves is definitely one of the next. Yeah, Nia protocol, I'm very bullish on Nia. I think it's great. We've spoken about Cardano. That's ripped out right now. It's still in spot entries for me. I'm protecting myself around the 50 cents mark to the 49-cent mark on Cardano. But for me, it's breaking out now, and it's looking to have legs. When it breaks this resistance up over here, we're then looking at it back to the higher rallies. And if it breaks out of that, we get the popcorn effect, and we get the region of us going to 60 cents, 65 cents of Cardano. So Cardano is still a big one for me, and I'm definitely having it a part of my spot portfolio as we speak. We then got Render. So Render for me as well, something that's formed a really strong bull flag at this point. It's something that I'm definitely adding in. Guys, people are like, this is a lot of tokens. It's a lot of trades. Don't have more than 8 to 10 tokens in your spot. You know what I mean? Whichever one breaks first, whichever one you've chosen, choose your coins and leave it. Don't have too many coins in your portfolio. Don't do that. I'm just giving you different options, and you guys can then decide which ones you like. Render, for me, I'm buying in this area over here. I'm buying anywhere between 69 cents and 71 in the sort of area where we're at now. My protection zone is around 66 cents, where I'm managing risk. And the break of this trend, I'm looking at us go to 90 cents. So I'm looking at a risk to reward ratio of 1 to 5 in that sort of area, where I'm looking at 25 to 30% gains to the upside, and I'm managing my risk around 5% to the downside. But Render for me, I think, is only just getting started. And if we break the top range, similar to the rest, we'll get a really big popcorn effect that can take us to 1.1. So if you're not going to fish, you're not going to catch fish. Like, that's just, if you're not going to put lines in the water, you're not going to catch. So I'm going to keep feeding you guys a lot of these, and you can basically work off them. Uni is, if there's a small pullback, I'm buying Uni. I feel Uni is bullish. I feel like it's got a momentum. I got two ways I'm buying this. I'm buying this on the pullback. If there's any little pullback at any point between 8.5 and 8.8, only on my spot accounts, I'm managing risk around 8.3. Or I'm buying the 4-hour close outside of this trend. I think Uni is going to around $11 to $12 from here. So it's not too crazy, but it is a good move. It is definitely a good move. And I just feel they're a part of ETH. I think they're going to be working really well and doing really well if this market turns really bullish. The next one, FTX fans. Okay, it's gone for now. It's gone for now. I had it just before the show. If it does come back anywhere between $29.60 and $30 is where I'm buying. I'm managing risk around $29.3. But it's gone for now. For now, it's gone. But I am seeing it go to $34 from here. Definitely. Let's go few.
Yeah, get it on the retest.
Yeah,
We'll normally
get on the
retest.
retest. I'm just going to go through a few. There's quite a few trades there for you guys. Our AVAX has played out beautifully. We'll wait for this. I think that's a really key breakout. But so far, the bullish play is playing out really well on AVAX. So I'm not selling that. I'm protecting myself with a stop loss around 22.5. But definitely strength there. DOT, following the bullish scenario right now. So I'm hoping this falls a flag and we'll get some more entries on DOT. But for now, there's no really big sell signal. And I got a stop loss around 7.8 in that sort of zone. Matic, guys were asking about Matic. Matic for me is ranging. So the only time Matic really turns, it played our bullish scenario out of bouncing the other day. But the only time I'm really bullish on Matic is the break of $1. Break of $1, it seems like that's been the resistance on Matic. Then we can look at next bigger targets, 1.18 and those sort of things. So I won't be selling my Matic, but I'm not adding my Matic just yet. The bullish is playing, but I turn really bullish when we break those areas and those higher sort of views there. We've got Thorchain, which this was my support. The entries I gave you guys on the last show. Guys, we've been nailing the entries. So if you're losing money, like, change something now and get your, like, I don't mean it in an ugly way, but like, stop losing, get your shit together on the stuff and like slow it down, change something, and let's do this. You know what I mean? Because we've been nailing really good entries on these things. So
There's
just
actually the entries. There's a lot of entries that have been given on the show last week on the Telegram group, everything, and they've all made profits. So
a lot actually. Yeah,
yeah,
we
there's a
shouldn't
lot
be
on the
losing.
coin panel,
Change
everything that's
something now. Yeah,
yeah.
change something now. Stop doing the same thing. Really, really,
Relook
really
at your
stop doing that.
strategies. Yeah,
Yeah, relook, change, analyze, because you haven't missed it yet. You haven't missed it yet. The market can still do a lot if the market's turn bullish. I don't think it's really bullish until October, end of September. So I think you got the next 2 months to learn and to change your strategies and get your shit together with the stuff and get a good flow of it. Then I feel it's really crunch time for you to be ready for it. But make sure you're ready for it. You know what I mean? Make sure you're ready for it. Chainlink, bullish scenario playing out. No buys for me just yet. But it's playing out, and I think it turns really bullish, breaking the high of 8.2. So if you've got a chain link bag, I'm holding. Theta, I agree with you, Mom. I want to see something like this. I want to see something play out like this.
yeah.
Then I'll be adding more to
It's really
Theta.
coming down now
I don't
to
think
retest, but on the shorter time frame, like the 550. It'll be long lived, you know. But I would like to see like an hour retest for me to
I think if it's
obviously
leverage trades and very short time frame, there's nothing wrong with taking profits here. I think if you bought it for the long term in the spot, I wouldn't be selling. Like I'd be managing some risk around 1.3, just having some sort of stops in case the market melts down. But for me, it could turn really bullish from here. It could.
No,
It
definitely.
definitely could. It could rally up there, come
One of
down,
them
we
that
add more.
hasn't rallied yet, yeah. And when Theta
Exactly.
goes, it goes. It's one of those coins that just give you such good
It's fun.
returns.
It's really fun. Yeah.
It is.
Theta went from like 70 cents to like $15.
$16.
Yeah, it was crazy. It was
It
crazy.
was.
One to keep an eye out on is Tezos has been forming this. So this would be, a close outside of here today, and we start to break here really nicely. It's got a key resistance here, but Tezos is one that hasn't moved yet. And this was also a really fun coin when the market was in a semi-bull run or these sort of things. This was also around $8, through that time, and it went really fast. It went from like 40 cents to $8 in like a year. It did some crazy things. So I'm keeping an eye on Tezos. I think they're still a really good company. But the break of this, we're starting to break this, and we got one more resistance here. And then I see that popcorn effect of 2.3. Like, I don't know, I'm getting the feeling that it's now or never. We're either going to pull back from here and get some short-term stops, and then we're looking at new entries, or we're going to rip from here. I think we're going to have an altcoin rip. If Bitcoin breaks that, and we got that Bitcoin dominance that continues down like that, I really think we're going to have a big altcoin pop. I really do. So this is one I'm also aware of to the $2.4 zone. My danger zones are probably about 1.7. So it's quite big. If we break out of this, my danger zones is in the line. So if we break out of this, then my stops are around 1.76, 1.78. So I'll be just keep an eye on Tezos. I do feel it's good for long-term dollar costing where we are right now, and I think spots, be aware if we break out of those areas. Gaming tokens, as we spoke, they're starting to catch some momentum. Bullish plays are doing well. I won't be selling. If you're holding Axie right now, I won't be selling any. I would have a stop around 16.9, but I think from here we go to around 21. And if we break that, we're going to much higher levels. So it's just confirming if you got that in your spot or got that in your long term, put some stops in it just in case. And that will be around these areas, but I wouldn't be selling. I think we want to know the confirmation of like, should we be selling? Should we be taking profits in some of our bags? You know what I mean? As long as we keep breaking certain methods and stuff, no, you should be holding longer. But also prepping and putting risk and putting your stop losses in as well. But right now, the charts are still looking bullish. They're definitely still looking bullish. Same with Decentraland, any of the gaming tokens, Sand, any of these. I do feel gaming's not running just yet, but when we break this, I think we're really going to start to move. So we'll have some more add-on areas with Sand and all the next sort of ones. I want to see if there's any other ones. I saw BNB ripping right now. Don't chase the pump, but it's moving. Popcorn effect, guys. Popcorn effect. We can see how we're starting to definitely continue it. And if you keep putting in your head, oh, we're going to pull back short, you're going to miss it all. And then it's, remember what I said? It took me that whole 8 months and I made no money. Like it's really, really, really
but
not
it's very
cool.
nerve-wracking. I mean, we must be honest. We're all human, and it's like it's very nerve-wracking. I mean, we've been through it, and we've all been through it, and we've seen how the markets can come down so quickly on us. So yeah, we understand that everybody is a bit scared to take some trades at the moment because we're actually not sure in which direction. We obviously know short term, but we've also got the longer term visions. But just do proper risk management and just do your analysis, do what's good for you, and just put proper risk management. Use stop losses, otherwise you're going to miss opportunities.
Yeah. I agree. And you can see every trade I gave you guys now, I gave you a stop loss, at least an area. So go build it on your thing and just make sure you prep for either way. Remember, guys, educational purpose only. But if you are joining and you're a part of us, we start the BYBIT trading competition next week. So you'll see below in the description. You don't have to open a new account, but you can join it. You can join the competition up to $100,000 in prizes that could be given out. If you
some
are
people have
trading
actually
with us,
sent me messages. Sorry, Shah. Some people have actually been sending me messages. So I'll share screen now and just show them how to do it.
okay, cool.
I'll do it.
Okay, cool. We can show them, unless you can go in there so long and go prep it there. We can show them now quick.
Yeah.
If you do want to be a part of it, guys, the links is below. We'll show you guys how to do it now. And if you do want to open accounts and trade with us, you do get sign up bonuses. You do get discounts on trading fees. We got BYBIT, we got Bitget, we got Binance, which is exciting. I launched a spot wallet. So we've been prepping now to come back with the $400 challenge. And I feel the team's in the right place now. I feel we're at that zone to do it properly, and to be able to manage on and off, as well as keeping my health and all of that positive as well. It was very draining on the health. So I'll make sure that we're going to be doing the leverage, and I'm going to be running a spot trading account as well with you guys. And that's going to be on Binance as well. So really exciting. So look to open up accounts. It supports the channel. And it does give you discounts and gives you the deposit bonuses and all of these things as well. We've got KuCoin, we've got Bitget, we've got BYBIT. Go look which ones you like. You can go in and look which ones you like, which one works nicely for you. And then we have Binance as well that we're using for the next ones. Very important. Have you got that up there, Mom? Otherwise,
yes, I do. No, I've got it. Okay. So let me share quickly and show. And then also, I see a couple of people are asking about the 10x portfolio. So I think we are going to let's do
protocol. Who got near? Who got near?
No, who got in?
Who got it? Come on, guys, get the rhythm back up. Let's go. Come on.
Your brother just came into the room and told me he got it. He got near, so
nice,
he's listening to you.
Owes me lunch. There goes near. Nice. Popcorn effect. Let's not lose it, guys. If you're losing and you're in a struggling effect, let's fix it. Let's do it. Like, forget the past, present now, and start again. Come on.
See, and this is the thing, it's like we're so busy on the show. It's like I've missed it.
Yeah. So look at the ones, don't chase the pumps. Look at the ones that haven't done it yet. Popcorn effect. Be patient for your popcorn, and that's it. Then you can have good popcorn. Don't have burnt popcorn. Don't burn your popcorn. Don't do it. Okay, do you want to show them?
Yes, I will. Just going back to the BBS giveaways, I think we're ready to give 2 away today. I mean, we discussed earlier, and we said that we would 10x someone's portfolio who are on Bitget and who have been posting charts on BBS. So I think let's maybe do 2 today. Let's choose one random from the Excel spreadsheet, and then let's choose a winner on the BBS. I mean, there was that other gentleman on BBS who's been so active on BBS that we spoke about earlier.
I want to take the trades. I want to take the trades, guys. So use BBS, post your trades there. I'm going to start taking them for the competition. We're even trying to figure out a way that I can keep my portfolio live throughout the whole thing. So you can just log on and go look at my portfolio whenever you want. I think that's going to be really nice. There we go.
So it's the link. The link is in the description. You can have anyone. You don't have to go open up a new BYBIT. If you're on Sheldon's, on Banter's, on anybody's link, that's fine. All you have to do is when they say go register, it means register here. You don't have to go register a new account. You're just registering your BYBIT account to the competition so that you can be involved in the competition. So get registered. It gives you all the information on the link that's in the description. It gives you all the rules and how to win. And like Ran explained on his show the other day, it doesn't matter. You put $250 in. To once you've registered, just put $250 in, and that is what the trading competition is going to be. So if someone's trading with 10,000, you're trading with $250, it really does not make a difference because it's going on percentages. It's not going to go on the whales who's got more money in there. It's not going to go on that at all. It's going to go on your performance. So it's a performance-based standard this is going to operate on. So just click on the link. It brings you here. Go register and wait for the competition to start.
Oh, hello, Nia. I didn't even get the rest of my
I
entry.
didn't get it. I missed it. We've been so busy on the show. I didn't even enter.
But to all of those that got it, well done. It's going. It's going. Pump to the moon. Take profits, guys. Take profits. Take profits. Take profits.
Yeah,
Whenever
don't
it
forget
gets
to
to
take
like
profits.
$5, 5 take some profits. Definitely take profits. Okay. Next, let's give away some money.
Okay. So let's. Are we going to do one from the Excel spreadsheet? Hey, so Bitget
Yeah,
has
you want to be
obviously
yes.
anybody who's signed up to the Bitget, they have offered to 10x someone's portfolio twice a week with us. So if
And
you
some
have,
popping too. Come on, popcorns. Let's
let me
go.
check Theta
Poppity
quickly. Hold
poppity pop.
on.
I
Okay,
don't think
Theta
Theta
hasn't
has moved
popped.
yet.
No, Theta's coming down
Not
for a
yet.
retest
Not
because
yet.
otherwise we have to end the
Telling
stream.
you,
I need to
because
take
look
some
at this.
trades.
Yeah. We got to get off here soon so we can also
No,
get
I'm
in on this
joking.
action.
We'll share, y'all.
But look at the dominance. Dominance is continuing to show weakness. Continuing to show weakness. So as that shows, and we get a flipping badass Bitcoin breakouts. So remember this one over here. Remember, guys, markets can turn south at any point. Doesn't matter. We put stop losses for that shit. But if this bounces here and we rally up here and that dominance falls, you're gonna see a very big altcoin move, especially short time frame. Yeah. Okay. Cool. Let's give away money. I gotta
Okay,
go practice. I'm racing tomorrow.
Okay. So choose any number between 113 and 134.
127.
127. Okay, let me just come back and share screen quickly. Okay, 127. It's got $76. So that will be 10x to $760.
$760. Well done.
So thanks to Bitget for that. And then yeah, and then obviously we went through the charts earlier, and Stephen O'Brien has been very, very active. I mean, I've gone and yeah, I mean, he every hour. I mean, the charts are phenomenal,
That's what
and
we
he's
want.
using
That's what we want.
his trend lines, and he's done any different types of coins that you want. He is just posting it here. He has given so much alpha. I mean, I've gone through all his charts, and he's spot on with quite a few of them, and he's just. And this is all free to the community. So join BBS and you can see all the communities, their charts and what they
guys,
see.
give me trades. Please give me trades.
I mean, this is brilliant. I mean, just to show you how easy it is, you just register your account. You go back. Let me just go all the way because we're busy with that. All you do is go create a post. You click on create a post. You enter your title. You post your pictures and your comments here. And then you publish it, and that's all you have to do, and everyone can get to see your charts and see what you can do, and you get so much alpha from everybody else. I mean, look how many people, and this is our community. There's just so much free charts here for everybody to go and view and see. It's absolutely amazing.
Okay,
yeah,
cool.
so well done, Stephen O'Brien. You've been very active, and you're serving a great role to the community. So I think we'll whatever's in your Bitget, we will 10x as well to a maximum of $10,000. Yeah.
Amazing. Thank you, Mama Sniper.
Pleasure.
Love you,
I love giving money away.
Yeah. Okay. Cool, guys. So Nia, don't chase any pumps. If it's anywhere here, load up. It looks good. Stop loss is previous low. Be patient for Bitcoin. Bitcoin's got a job to do. It has this wedge. So anywhere breaking in that wedge, just tighten your stop losses, prep for yourself. But if it pops from here and it really breaks upwards, be ready. Find the altcoins that haven't popped just yet. I feel chasing pumps now and stuff is why people are losing money and these sort of things. But I think get ready. Definitely get ready. We could see something really good. If Bitcoin goes to 26 to 28,000, this show's back on 6 to 8,000 live again. Retail's back in the markets. At least you knew you were a smart investor. You were here before retail was in the market. And let's keep it again, guys. Let's keep doing it and let's kick ass together. I'm gonna go prep. I got a race tomorrow. I'm nervous, brand new race. But I'm more excited about coming back and starting the live trading again and continuing the $400 challenge and to continue the new spot trading and to do the competition. I'm more excited to come back to you guys and to get things going again. I'm feeling good. The team's ready this time to build a long leg. And let's do it, guys. So if there is anything big on the weekend, I think I'm doing a show tomorrow or on Sunday if I get the movement that I want. And then keep the notifications on, keep all of that. Make sure you follow me on Twitter, and we'll get back to you all of that. I see we've had over 800 to 900 comments. Comment. Show the love. I love you all. Have a fantastic day and make tons of money out there.
Bye-bye, everybody.